Hello, I'm Steve Marcus, an official examiner of English exams in Spain. I work with other examiners. I'm the I'm the boss of the examiners in Murcia and Madrid, Barcelona, and we work with Cambridge English, Trinity, TOEFL, IELTS, and Escuela Oficial de Idiomas. This announcement is for students who are taking the test and for examiners, judges, and also for the people at the door who check the identification. Starting in 2017, we are going to triple the security at the door. We've had a lot of reports from public schools in Spain, colegios públicos, that people with a B2 in English really don't have a B2 in English or a B2. They have a false level of English. Maybe they used the double to take their test, or they paid a professional who advertises in the newspaper that he or she can take your test for you, or they used a cousin or a lookalike, even a brother or a sister. We also have seen this happening in private businesses. They're complaining that people who have the certificate for only 3 or 4 months really don't have that level. I'm not talking about people who have a B2 or a C1 or a B1 from years ago and their English is rusty. I'm talking about people who have the certificate recently and they don't speak the language of the certificate. It means they're using doubles. In order to stop this, we are going to tell people on the day you take the test, you've got to give a drop of blood, which will be recorded. And then later, when you arrive at your destination, maybe it's a private business, and you tell them I have a certificate, that private business will take another drop of blood, and we compare the two. Or you arrive at a public school or a colegio público or private or concertado, they will take another drop of blood. Or maybe you arrive in America with a grant or a scholarship from ISEP or an Erasmus. They will take another drop of blood in California at the university. They're working with us because nowadays nobody trusts these exams anymore. Okay, we've had so many cases of people who use a double. I've seen advertisements in El País, ABC, La Verdad, La Opinion, tusclasesparticulares.com, people offering to be your double and take your test. There are even agencies that have 100 faces of people who are experts. If you look like one of them, that person will take your test. The security at the door is quite low, I must say. I've seen people enter with a DNI, a national ID card, and nothing more. And normally the person at the desk is not even looking at the card. I don't know why, but we need to increase the security because all these exams that I've mentioned are private. They're not government exams except for Escuela. They're private companies that governments trust. And they're private companies that other private companies trust. If a private company like El Pozo in Murcia is looking for a bilingual economist, they trust another private company, Cambridge Exams or Trinity Exams or TOEFL, to give them the person they're looking for. If they think the person we're sending them is false because we allow a double to take the test, we lose business, okay? Or for example, a public school teacher who has a B2 in English has to teach math in English or teach history in English or teach English. We want to make sure that person has a good level of English, okay? So we're doing this to make sure our product, our reputation is credible. Okay, if Apple phones start breaking, nobody buys them. And if Cambridge certificates are false, nobody buys them. Okay, we need people to come in the door and pay for the test, and we need companies to tell their workers you need that exam. We need academies to promote our product, and we need individuals to think that Cambridge, Trinity, or Escuela Oficial, or TOEFL, or IELTS is a good quality product. There's control of quality. So starting in 2017, at the door, whoever you are, you will be taking a drop of blood. You won't be doing it, but there'll be a nurse there or a professional, and we pay. They'll take a drop of blood. And that drop of blood will be guarded, safe. Maybe 6 months later, that person maybe is applying for a job in Murcia or Madrid. That company, if they want, can ask for another drop of blood. They'll take that drop of blood at the moment, and we will compare the two. Or maybe you arrive in the United States, in Georgia or California or Florida, you're a football player, a tennis player, or a swimmer with a grant or a scholarship worth a lot of money. But that university in America wants to make sure you are who you say you are. Okay, they might take a drop of blood from you in the United States and notice that it's not the same person who took that English exam. You're out. You lose your grant. Okay, I know there are people who think that to study for an English exam is for stupid people or naive people or for suckers. And real people who know how to be clever, they find a double, they pay them, and they take advantage. They test the system. They look for weak points. Okay, that's human nature. But starting right now in 2017, no more. Okay, we are reacting to your action. So we're going to require a drop of blood. Now, if you don't want to give the drop of blood at the door of the test, don't take the test. Okay? We can do it because we want to do it. There'll be no exceptions and no excuses. Okay, start.